Welcome back. The May inflation numbers will be released in about an hour's time, and economists are expecting the consumer price index to remain above 6% during the month. Joining me now live is business reporter Edward Boyd. Ed, what are your thoughts on this?
Look, Danica, I'm expecting the consensus, at least from economists, is we're going to see a monthly inflation rate of 6.1%. Now, remember, the previous month, April, inflation was 6.8% in April, and it was a surprising result in April. We were expecting inflation to fall more than that during the month of April. So inflation's clearly still too high in our country. So the consensus is 6.1%, but don't be surprised if the numbers come in higher than that today. The ABS, they only look at about 60 to 70% of the consumer price index basket of items. So the quarterly numbers are much more accurate. The monthly inflation numbers do bounce around a bit. They do exclude some of the things that are high and low in cost. So it's not a totally accurate representation of what inflation's doing in our economy. But I think the Reserve Bank's going to want to see inflation falling sharply, and I don't think we're going to get that today at all. I think it's going to remain sticky for a much longer period of time than everyone expects.
And Ed, retailer Harvey Norman will be under pressure today. It's just announced its profit expectations for the year.
Yeah, this is a surprise update from Harvey Norman, one of the biggest electronics goods and services retailers in Australia. They've put out an update basically saying they're expecting their profit to be either 5% higher or lower than $670 million. This is profit before tax and non-controlling interests. The only thing is their profit last year was about $942 million. So this profit update is basically showing a potential 28 to 29% decrease in full year profit before tax for Harvey Norman. So it's quite a sharp drop. I guess it really reflects the fact that retail sales have been flat, according to the Bureau of Statistics, since December last year. So it's clearly a sign of people starting to tighten up their spending less money on retail, putting that money towards mortgages and things like that. So Harvey Norman shares, they're probably going to be under a bit of pressure today. They're probably going to be falling once the market's open. We do know the ASX 200 has just opened. We may have a live chart we can put up for you just showing the market reaction for the ASX 200. But when I last checked, it was up about 0.6% in early trade. Here it is. Yeah, it's up 0.63%. So it's a big bounce back here for the ASX over the last 2 days. It fell sharply last week, but clearly it's on the way back in the green. But retail stocks, Danica, they're the ones to watch this morning.
OK, we'll find out more later today. Ed Boyd, thank you.